Hi and welcome to Sri Lanka Today. In our first report, we take a look at the situation in the north, where fighting still continues, although it is now confined to a smaller area. There are still people in the battle zones living under difficult conditions and even caught up in the crossfire. However, over the past week, thousands of civilians have come out of the Wanni. We spoke to the Minister of Human Rights and Disaster Management to find out how the humanitarian and other needs of these people are being met by the government.
As you know, His Excellency the President made a statement on the 30th of January asking the LTT to lay down their weapons and surrender, and at the same time assuring the people, the civilians, that when they come to government control areas that they will be received and that they will be given the protection and the security and a future that they are entitled to. So as a result of this very categorical statement made by His Excellency the President, many people responded to it, and today we have nearly 35,000 who have come over the last say 10 days. They came mostly from this no-fire zone, which was in the area of Vishamadu.
This is a consignment of food, health and medicine for those who have been displaced from the Wanni. These are goods that were collected in the Batiklo district and brought here to Vaunia as a gesture of goodwill and solidarity for the fleeing thousands who have had to face great hardships. Representatives of the Batiklo Municipal Council also came to Vaunia to hand over these urgently needed supplies. The government has been taking steps to support the government agent and other state and non-state organizations in Vaunia to deal with the emergency situation that has been created. According to the Minister for Human Rights and Disaster Management, steps have also been taken to receive the people in the right way as soon as they arrive.
There are 4 stages. As and when people come from these LTT control areas into government control areas, our soldiers meet them and receive them. And of course immediately attend to their medical needs and give them water, food, nutrition items so that they are immediately looked after. And there is a screening process that takes place simultaneously. As you know, with the suicide bomber infiltrating, we have to take these kinds of measures to ensure that such things don't happen in the future. So everyone is screened, but it is done in a very professional manner. And within, say, 48 hours, the army hands over all those who come to the GA of that respective district. Then the GA takes the IDPs and houses them in designated government buildings so that they stay there for the 6 to 8 weeks that we hope to keep them there is as comfortable as possible. The third stage is when we take them to these welfare places, welfare centers. The welfare centers are of course designed specifically to keep them comfortable for a longer period. And when I say longer period, not for years and years, but a few months, until the 4th stage, which is the resettlement stage, can be embarked upon. So it's a very comprehensive strategy that we have gone into to make sure that they are looked after on the basis of a high standard being meted out to them in terms of the facilities that we are giving them. Now, whilst this is going on, we work on clearing the mines in their villages. That's the first thing that we do because the LTT, we know, have heavily mined some of these areas that they were living in so that the soldiers can't come in. There are no records. When the LTT mines in these areas, they don't keep records. They just randomly put the mines in, unlike the army. So there are no records, so we need to sort of take our time to ensure that the demining is done properly. Demining is also done on the basis of meeting international standards, resulting in a UN certification at the end of the demining operation, so that the bona fides of the work that has been done is established. Once the demining is completed, the roads are upgraded. Then basic services are restored, such as water, electricity, and so on. Along with that, the administrative infrastructure is put into place. So there's a lot of thinking which has gone into this. There's a lot of commitment that the government is willing to make. We understand that we need to win the hearts and minds of the people who have suffered a lot.